Just like I've said in other videos, I've said, draw a picture, write a sentence, write a story, write it down, take a photo. I think we should all, everybody should, not everyone, you don't have to if you don't want to. I think a lot of people would find, especially if you're a creative person, I think delving into the idea of creating a documentary or even just a YouTube video or a little video that you don't even upload to YouTube, with an amalgamation of different filmed footages and maybe different photographs and maybe music and spoken word in the background and images and maybe typed word, and then the art of putting it together is very good for creative people. When you engage in activities as a creative person that are not necessarily the main creative field that you're in and that you enjoy or that you want to make money from or whatever it is, it's just good to challenge yourself in other creative areas. So for example, you may be a musician or a writer that doesn't really want anything to do with photography or filmmaking or putting videos together, but it kind of teaches you something. You're in the same way that there are people who play rugby union who are put in a different environment. Sometimes they play football, or sometimes they play rugby league in training, or they put themselves in a different environment, or they go and do a different sport like ballet or something else, or rowing or some team activity. It's not about it being exactly. People will say, "Oh, why are they doing that?" Because they're not going to be doing that in the game when they're playing. That's not the point. The point is that you're engaging in another activity which is challenging you. It's you're using different parts of your brain. You're using very creative parts of your brain. You're creating new neurological pathways. You're reinforcing psychologically to yourself that you can finish a creative project, right? Which may be very challenging. There may be lots of different obstacles you have to overcome and mistakes you're going to make, but then you learn, and eventually you can put a little video together. And I'm not suggesting you go out and make a fucking movie and think it's going to be a blockbuster feature film. You can try that if you want and you have confidence in yourself. Who the fuck knows, right? That's not what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is just the idea of making a little documentary or a little mini documentary, even if you don't show it to anyone, or making a little video for YouTube where you have to film different things, cut up film digitally and edit it together, is just a very I find it to be very fascinating and satisfying for me personally, and I love doing it. I've taught myself how to do it. I've taught myself how to edit YouTube videos. I've taught myself how to make documentaries, and I recommend all creatives try this out. Capture various different film footages over a period of time, either a period of an hour or days or weeks or months or even a year or however long, and then figure out how you're going to put this together or what you're going to make from this. It's just a fun activity. It's challenging. It's something different for people who aren't used to doing it, and I'm a living, breathing example of someone who has taught myself how to do it, and I find it very satisfying. So I recommend everyone try that out. It will massively help with your other creative endeavors, I feel. And anyone who also enjoys making films and editing documentaries and all that, and particularly anyone who's taught themselves how to do it, comment below and tell me if you agree with me and what your viewpoint is on this subject, and if you think that's good advice for me to give to other people. I'll be I'm very much looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say, guys and girls. So without any further ado, thank you for watching this video. Hope it's inspired you, and I will see you soon. Take care. You can do it, people.